Hello. So we just made a script about Davincis Torbogen, which is no, not reality, not off. It's weird. So dumb autocorrect. No, it's not. So Davincis Torbogen, which is a very fair explained concept. We put the script here, the equations and the notes. Wait. Supposed to symbolize it. And here it's all about the word Thavany, or Thevany, yeah, Thavany, wrong. It's all about Thavany, meaning that word basically, which if you understand Davinci's Torbogen, this is a perfect split, right? You have a perfect distance in this brackets, and that is a perfect split of the distance. And like this, you have then, if you use that distance. Now the problem is a different one. This one especially. So this distance here, yeah, this distance, and exactly this one here is wrong. Also, that there would be something like this, because there is not. That all doesn't work. That's all lie. It's a lie someone would tell themselves. It's not like reality works. That's why it's not off reality, but it's like reality. It's off reality. It's nice. Now, of course, basically, give me a second. Give me a second myself. Like, wait, my feet. Yeah, that distance there that you just saw, that's the correct distance. And this distance here, right? No, not me done. No more Wi-Fi. Give me a second myself. Yeah, script working again. So script working now, and this distance is wrong. That's wrong, but this one actually correct. This one wrong. This one makes it understandable. This one makes it understandable, this distance. And this one also wrong, but this one here, this distance here, that's exactly the perfect one. The first was shown. This one to there. This distance to there. Yeah, it's the perfect distance. Now this one to here, meaning from this point, this to, wait. Yeah. Phones, wrong. Idiots. But besides the point, techno to smart for you, meaning Thavany or listeners is something of Slaverage, meaning something that is reality by conjuncting whatever you make of these two ideas without understanding the first one. Meaning, if you, for example, have the nodes here and you imagine the brackets going closer or further away from the nodes, like this, or further away from it, like that, you understand how Davinci's Torbogen morphs and how it is conjuncting with elements and how it's changing with elements. Yeah. And sometimes it appears like there's only one element conjuncting with it, causing a new up by interacting with it, or just also swirling just around it and just being apparent around it. And that's fairly weird. That really doesn't make sense. It's fairly dumb. It's fairly weird. But and that was the discussion we had. Like, how is this possible? If it is of Thavany, meaning Thavany, meaning not of Lycians or Lycians, yeah. It's basically that this idea that it causes up a ratio that perfectly makes it understandable by the second one, but is not used to it. I mean, the second distance that was shown is fairly irrelevant to the Davinci's Torbogen. But Davinci's Torbogen says basically, if an element interacts with it, and you understand it by the second degree, for example, a flower around it or something that just changes how it appears to the outside. Not how its appearance is drawn, but how it appears to your perspective and your vision, or whatever it is. It makes it not be of reality anymore, but suddenly a basic fundament of reality, or basic conceptual on connotation, meaning something like this, connotation, meaning something that is basically fundamental and observed by what is interacting with reality or not, but this is this true, this is thing, meaning something that is not the cause of the node, but makes the Davincis Torbogen be apparent. It actually makes it be of anything that this distance. Wait a second. I'm not someone's teacher. This distance here, yeah. This distance or this distance, that's the correct distance. Like this one. This distance here. That's the one. This one, wait a second. So this here, this, never mind. This, damn it. Sorry. this distance, not this one, meaning from there, from the previous one, this distance not, but this distance here is the wrong one, but the total wrong one. That dissolves it maybe, but this one here, that's the correct one. So from here to here, correct. From here to here, correct. From here, damn it, this distance here is the correct one, meaning did I put the wrong one? I don't know, did we put the wrong one? No, this one, I misclicked again. So this one, this distance is the wrong one, but that is too dumb to me. I don't know. So this one is the correct one. Now this one not, and this one really not. But from this point where we were before, meaning this point here that we just had, like this to here is the correct distance to understand it. But there's no lower distance that makes it possible to be viewed like the previous ones. And that's basically, mathematically speaking, why an element with it should always conjunct something, but not by absurd. But it does by absurd because by understanding that I plus x in the equation of I plus anything or maybe anything plus 3, it actually makes an element apparent around something. Yeah, definitely apparent. Yeah. And that's weird. That's very weird. Because if it is this ratio thingy which is described in paintings and so forth, and all of that, and if code is really not of syntax, but also not of math, but mainly syntax, then what is computer code? An equation is purely math, just like maybe physics. But it's besides the point. Because if the nodes symbolize it, and they may change like, well, something like this and like this, going right and more big, and like this, going smaller. She did it very, very well, I believe. Huh? I'm not exactly. Yeah, and that's the weird thing, because it makes an element apparent about and around something, and that's weird. That doesn't make sense. If you understand that this perfect ratio, that's the point. The one to understand it is most commonly referred to it, but this one is the one that's maybe that one, maybe not. But an element around it, that then changes the perspective on it and makes it of perspective on reality. Yeah. So weird.